So for today, we will solve a problem about specific heat ratio or the specific heat. So our question is the specific heat constant volume of air is 777 joules per kilogram Kelvin. If the air is standard condition, what is the specific heat constant pressure and the specific heat ratio? So, first is i-list natin yung given. For the given, meron tayong given na constant volume or CV. It is equals to 777 joules kilogram Kelvin. And then sabi, if air is standard condition, so it means our R should be 287.08 0.08 joules over kilogram Kelvin. And then, use natin yung formula natin. So we have Cp is equals to Cv plus R. Then we have the specific heat ratio, K is equals to Cp over Cv. So, now, pwede na natin i-solve yung problem natin. So, for Cv, pretty basic. Ito lang yung formula natin na gagamitin. So, we have Cp is equals to Cv, 777 joules kilogram Kelvin plus our 287.08 joules kilogram Kelvin na gas constants natin. So, ang sagot natin would be 377. So we have 1,064.08 joules kilogram Kelvin. So for the unit analysis, we know that we have joules kilogram Kelvin plus joules kilogram Kelvin. And since addition yan, so ma-retain lang natin si joules kilogram Kelvin na units natin. So since we have our Cp, we can store value this at A. So, na-store na siya at na-store na natin siya at K. So, we can proceed to our K. So, for K, we have Cp over Cv. Where K over Cp is stored at value A. So, we have K is equals to A or value A. Units, so natin kalimutan. Over 777 joules kilogram Kelvin. So, yung answer natin is alpha A over 777. We have 1.39 or 1.3694 329. So, for the unit analysis, since division siya, and we have joules kilogram Kelvin and joules kilogram Kelvin sa baba, we can cancel it. So, our unit is unitless. So, and tandaan natin na when it comes to ratio, lagi yan unitless. Same naman sila ng unit sa baba, sa taas, so magka-cancel siya. Kaya siya nagiging unitless. And also, another thing is, mapapansin natin dito that CP is always greater than our CP. So, dapat mas mataas laging CP over TCP. Doon pa lang, makikita na natin na tama yung equation natin. So, for today, magsasolve tayo ng problem about standard atmosphere. So, ang problem natin is, an aircraft is flying in international standard atmosphere, or ESA, at altitude where ambient pressure is 68% of the standard sea level pressure. Assuming that the aircraft is flying within troposphere, determine the ambient pressure altitude, and ambient temperature and ambient density. So, una, pag ganitong mga problem solving is we need to analyze the problem. As you can see, wala siyang clear na given, pero nasa problem siya. Una is our ambient pressure. Ang sabi, the aircraft is flying at international standard atmosphere, where at that altitude daw, ang pressure natin is 68% ng standard sea level pressure. So, ibig sabihin, ang ambient pressure natin is equivalent sa standard sea level natin, which is 101.5 Newton meters squared, multiplied by our 0.68. So, makukuha natin sa pressure 0.68. So, meron tayong pressure na 68901 Newton meter squared. So, yung aircraft natin is flying at an altitude where ito yung pressure natin. So, ang sabi pa, hanapin daw natin si pressure altitude. So, to get our pressure altitude, and then, as you can see, ang sabi dito, yung aircraft natin is flying within the troposphere. Meaning, nasa first gradient layer lang siya. And as we can see naman sa value natin, we have 68,901. And alam naman natin na ang ating 11 kilometer ay aabot ng 22,000. And then, ang 0 kilometer natin, syempre ang SSLC natin, 101,325. So, it means, pasok pa siya dun sa first gradient layer natin. So, ang formula natin ng gradient layer is PH over PO is equals to 1 plus our lapse rate and then our height or the altitude and then our temperature base and then base to 5.26. So, para makuha natin si height or yung altitude natin, we need to manipulate the formula. So, since naka-raise siya, so pwede natin siya i-raise to 1 over 5.26 para makancel siya. Bakit? Kasi technically, itong 5.26 natin is nakaganan siya. So, 5.26 over 1 siya. Okay, reciprocal lang. Cancel. Lipat sa kabila. 1 over 5.26. So, ang magiging formula na natin, PH over PO, 1 over 5.26 is equals to 1 plus our lapse rate, height over TO. And since 1 is positive, Dalawa equation yan. So, pwede natin siya ilipat dito. Ilipat natin will be negative 1. So, mawawala na to. So, ang ating formula na ay TO 1/5.26 minus 1 equals lapse rate, height, and our temperature base. And since height lang yung kailangan natin, pwede natin i-reciprocal to or multiply natin by TO over lapse rate. So, makakancel ngayon natin to. And then, syempre kung ano ginawa mo sa kabila, gagawin mo rin sa kabila. So, meron na tayong TO lapse rate. So, yan na yung working equation natin. So, plug in natin yung values natin. Let's make it here. So, ang formula natin ay PH over PO is to 1/5.26 minus 1 multiplied by PO over lapse rate plus pH. So, to plug in natin ang value natin. pH. Ano yung pH natin dito? Ito yung pressure natin na final o yung pressure na nararamdaman ng aircraft natin. So, we have 68901 Newton meter squared over base natin is yung 101.5 Newton meter squared. Then, erase natin sa 1/5.26 minus 1. Multiply natin sa temperature base natin. Since nasa first gradient layer pa lang tayo, 288 Kelvin. And then, ang lapse rate natin ang first gradient layer is negative 6.5 times 10 raised to negative 3 Kelvin over meter. So, ang lapse rate natin is depende kung anong gusto natin makuhang sagot. Kung gusto ba natin siya meter or kailangan ba natin siya in kilometer. Kasi kung kilometer, pwede na natin negative 6.5 na lang. Pero kung meter, negative 6.5 times 10 raised to negative 3. So, plug in natin sa calcul. So, that gave us 8,134.137554 meter. So, we need to store this at A kasi magagamit natin siya to get our ambient temperature and our ambient density. So, since naka-store value na siya, let's do the dimensional analysis or the unit analysis. So, for the unit analysis, we need to come up with the, alam natin yung final unit natin is meter. So dito pa lang, meron na tayong Newton meter squared over Newton meter squared. Then dito meron tayong Kelvin over Kelvin meter. So clearly, magka-cancel din ito. Since both sila na Pascal. Pascal sa baba, Pascal sa taas. Dito naman, pwede natin i-reciprocal ngayon ito. So, i-reciprocal natin, magiging Kelvin over 1. So, ito, mapupunta na dito. Babaliktad. Meter over Kelvin. So, cancel our Kelvin. Have the final unit of meter. So, let's copy na lang yung pressure altitude natin. 3, 1, 4.1, 3, 7, 5. Score value at A. And then, since na-solve na natin si pressure altitude, solve na natin sa ambient pressure, si ambient temperature tayo. So, our temperature, formula na is TH is equals to TO plus our lapse rate and our height or our altitude. So, pwede natin i-plug in yung value ng diretso. So, TH is equals to temperature base natin, 288.16 Kelvin. Siyempre, ito yung first gradient layer natin. Plus, lapse rate natin, negative 6.5 times 10 raised to negative 3 Kelvin over meter. Bakit Kelvin over meter yung ginamit ko? Kasi yung height na gagamitin natin or altitude is naka-meter. So, multiply by our score value A. Naka-meter yan. So, that give us 288.16 plus negative 6.5 times 10 raised to negative 3 multiply by our score value A. So, ang temperature natin is 26.7 or 267.78.81059 Kelvin. So, let's do our unit analysis. So, for the unit analysis, we have Kelvin plus Kelvin over meter multiplied by meter. So, clearly, makakancel si meter. And then, we have Kelvin plus Kelvin. Since addition yan, ang unit natin na final is Kelvin. So, let's copy our temperature equals to 267.788.1059 and so that is our temperature. So for the density, ambient density, so simple lang yung formula. We have so ito, pwede na natin i-store value. Let's store value at B pala. So mag-B tayo. So, papakita ko naman ngayon yung isang pang variation ng formula natin dito. So, dalawa kasi yung pwede natin gamitin yung formula. So density A over density or rho is equals to temperature H over temperature rho raised to 4.26. Pwede itong formula na to if we have the temperature. If we don't have the temperature, we can use yung kanina. Is equals to 1 plus lapse rate, aging time, and temperature base, 4.26. So, ang difference lang nila is, dito kasi, in-incorporate na natin yung formula natin na T A is equals to TO plus lapse rate. Right? So, yun lang nilipat natin. Kaya nag-come up tayo sa ganitong formula. So, for this time, ito yung gagamitin natin since we have naman na the temperature. So, our will be 1.225 kilogram over liter cube, and then multiply to our temperature, naka-store value at V, Kelvin, store value at V, Kelvin unit. For the TO, we have 288.16 Kelvin, and then 4.26. So, pwede na natin siya i-solve. 1.225 alpha V over 288.16 So, ang ating density ay equals to 0.8963702073 kilogram over meter cube. So, ang unit analysis nito, which is pretty basic naman, Kelvin over Kelvin, so that will cancel. So, matitira lang sa atin ay kilogram meter cube. So, let's prove na pareho lang naman yung formula na to dun sa kanina na formula na pinakita ko. So, dito na lang natin lagay yung value na sagot natin. So, try natin. So, 1.225 multiplied by 1 plus lapse rate natin, negative 6.5 times 10 raised to negative 3. Altitude, naka-star value at A over 288.16, 4.26. So, gawin natin yung mga units natin. Meter, kilogram, so we have 1.225 multiplied by 1 plus negative 6.5 then is negative 3 at A 288.16 4.26. So, ang ating sagot is 0.8963782073 kilogram over liter cube. So, as you can see, same na same lang yung sagot natin. Walang pinagkaiba sa decimals. Up to last digit, same na same sila. Kasi, basically, dun sa formula na to, incorporate lang natin si temperature. Kasi nga, we don't have the final temperature yet. ina-assume natin wala pa tayong final temperature. Kaya ganun yung ginagamit natin formula. So, depende na lang siya kung anong given sa atin. Kung ano yung formula natin na gagamitin, depende sa given natin.